Hey, journeymen, journeywomen, this is a hero's journey with Dr. D, here to encourage, to inspire, to motivate and educate, helping you get beyond your first move. And if you find any value in this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and a like. And by subscribing, you help me to actually make tomorrow better today. And so if you see the bell, hit the bell so you can get upcoming events and upcoming new videos and share and comment. And this is a live stream right now. And if you're here on the rebroadcast, go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll make it my darndest to actually respond. I will respond in an expeditious manner. I'm gonna cut this music down for you, and then now we're gonna get started to a Heroes Update Live. Heroes Update Live, and what we are doing a recap, update, and a Q&A. For those who are leaving doing Q&A, go ahead and put your questions in the comment. It should pop up on chat, and I'll start. And as soon as I get through the update of the upcoming events or of upcoming video, then I will address the questions that come upon the chat box. So here we go. 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 Now I know it looks like I'm looking all around, but I am looking all around because I'm looking down so I can cut the music down so you can hear what I'm saying. Because it doesn't make any difference. You can see me, you can't hear my words. Because why in the world would you get online if you can't hear what I'm saying? All right, so let me pop this out. Now you hear me. All right, so okay. Update. My last video that the recap, or the recap of my previous video was altitude. It was attitude and determination of your altitude. And now the question is, what does that mean? Altitude means the direction you're going. Are you going up or are you going down? And even I explained it in the video. Yeah, I explained it in the video that when you're dealing with when you're dealing with altitude, I use the aviation example, and the aviation example actually is explaining that when you get into an airplane, you see the cockpit. Right in the middle of the cockpit, you see something called the attitude. For those that didn't know, so things called the attitude, and you need to adjust your attitude, and you need to actually set your attitude prior to going to the middle, prior to flight. And it's just like that in life situations. And when you go into a boardroom meeting, when you go into a family communication session, when you're confronting confrontation, it's all about setting your attitude. And if you set your attitude, then you can adjust which way you're trying to go. And the thing is, where are you trying to go? There it is, where you're trying to go. So if you know where you're trying to go, then it's easier to adjust your attitude than when you don't know where you're going somewhere half cocked and you just swinging with the wind or rolling with the boys or rolling with the girl. You need to know where your direction is, because the most important thing in attitude is setting your position. What do you position yourself in? Where do you position yourself to go? Because in the middle of a storm, in the middle of a heated argument, in the middle of a business negotiation, will you allow the other person to set you off, or will you already be set? And that's the thing we need to come to terms with. Will we be set prior to going to the storm? And life gives us the same thing. Are you set in the middle of the storm, or are you just panicking? And that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand where they're going, so therefore they panic. Either they panic going to the left, they panic going to the right. But journeymen, journeywomen, where are you going? And that's what we and that was the goal of the video. The video was actually to take, it says attitude, a determination of one's altitude. And we really need to adjust the attitude. I have to work on adjusting my attitude every day. As in when I'm dealing with my children, when I am dealing with my wife, when I'm dealing with colleagues or friends, I have to adjust my attitude because sometimes I just ain't feeling it. So the thing is, are you in control of your feelings, or are your feelings in control of you? Are you in control of your feelings, or are your feelings in control of you? And I don't think I really don't think a lot of people know. I really don't think a lot of people know who controls them. Are they controlled by the external, or do they control the internal? It's not your brain, but it's your mind, because you are your mind. You're your personality. So, so out. I explained the origins. I talked about the origins of attitude. Um, Let me see if I'm going up and down. Yeah, I explained the origins of attitude. I talked about how to adjust your attitude, and talk about stabilization of attitude. Now, if we have any questions pertaining to that, then put in the Q&As, and we will address that at the end of my update. So okay, so that's pretty much it. I talked about attitudes. I talked about my attitude, about attitude adjustment. I talked about adjusting your attitude and the origins of attitude. It starts with your thinking. It starts with the thinking. It takes in incoming information. It's connected with your emotions. And your emotions are fed by your feelings. If you understand how it comes together, look at the video. And that builds in a state of mind. The state of mind actually is a thing. State of mind is your attitude. Is where you are at that certain time, in that place. Because anything can shift your attitude. Anything can shift it. So okay. So pretty much that's your attitude. Attitude adjustment. Attitude determination one's altitude. It determines if you're gonna be able to go through the storm, or you're gonna sink when the storm hits. All right. Okay, so that's my first section. So this is gonna be a pretty brief one if I don't get any comments. So my first section, that's my recap. A recap of my last video, and then my current video. Then I'm doing this Friday. I'm dealing with my current video that I'm doing this Friday. I am dealing with overcoming one's fears, overcoming fears. So that's what I'm addressing, and that's what I'm doing. Yes, I talk about fears, and a lot of times people, they're dealing with an imaginary enemy, or they're dealing with an enemy that they create, and that's what we're going to address. Now, I do have a couple of questions, and now what I will do, I think I'm going to try something new today. So what we're going to do today, journeymen, journey women, is that I'm going to bring I see I got about 2 questions in my comment sections. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna give the link, and then the individuals, I think it's Philip. He's gonna come on, and he's gonna address these. He's gonna ask these questions live. All right, all right. So let's address these questions before Phil gets in. Okay, and then Phil put, all right. Are you in control of your emotions when things are hectic and you cannot control what's going on around you? Now, that's a good one. See, Phil doesn't have advertise, so he can't come in. I sent the link. Phil can't come in, but I will address the questions. All right. So let me see. Are you in control of your emotions when things are hectic and you cannot control what's going on around you? Yeah, you control your emotions. You can't control the external, but you control the internal. It's not about what happens to you, what goes on around you. It's about how you respond to it. Point blank is how you respond to it. I mean, the towers can be coming down, like the twin towers, but how do you respond in the midst of chaos? That determines, that's your character. Yeah. How do you? Yeah, that's character. It's not about you can't control things around you. You can't control people. You can't control things around you, but you can't control yourself. That's one thing you do have control over within reason. All right. Second question: how can you remain in control of your emotions when things are hectic and you cannot control what's going on? Did you just ask that question? Are you in control of your emotion when things are hectic? You just really just asked the same question to be worded. Are you in control of your emotions when things are hectic and you cannot control what's going on around you? I asked that question. You you can't control things that goes on around you. You have to control yourself. Now, next question is how can you remain in control of your emotions when things are hectic and you cannot control what's going on around you? It's trying to control everything going on around you. How can you remain in control? Just stop trying to control everything around you. When you realize that you ain't God, you'll be all right. Isn't that special? All right, okay. Next question. Uh, all right. Is it okay to vent if that makes is it okay to vent if that makes you feel I guess you meant to say feel good. Venting does not make you bad, right? No, it doesn't make you bad. Do you have a dog or a cat? Vent all day to the dog and cat. Yeah, because dog and cat counts on you for food and water. But don't beat on the dog because Peter be after you. You go to jail. Yeah, you be up. Yeah, you be with but you know what I'm talking about. You don't want to go to jail for frivolous things. You don't want to go to jail at all. However, yeah, we all vent to a certain extent, and that's why you need confidence. You need people that who can receive what you're saying. Don't do things that because sometimes you need somebody just to vent to, or go and start or vent to recorder, or vent on paper. That's the purpose of journaling. Journal allows you to get your thoughts on paper and get it out. Because that's when you're venting, you just dump it on people. All right, okay. Answer that question. Let me get. It's okay to vent. All right, I think it's okay to vent as long as you have a solution in the end. Yeah, it's all right to vent, but you it's all right to vent, but who you venting to? I mean, don't use the individual as a dumping ground. That's why it's not all right to vent. I mean, all the time. If you got somebody that knows that you just need to dump, and they're good to be a receptacle for you dumping, and then they'll throw it out. They don't take it to heart. Yeah, that's good. You need somebody like that. Just let you bring it in, so you can be free. Yeah, but a lot of times that's not your significant other. I promise you that. And when you complain, people won't be around you when you complain all the time because that shows your attitude. Everything's coming up. Like I talked about in like I talked about the video. Incoming information connected to your thoughts. Your thoughts are existing memories connected with incoming information. Now, if you're now connected and also connected to your emotions, and then your feelings feed your emotions. So if your incoming information is always negative, if your existing memory is negative, and sometimes memories are just that toxic and they're sunk in that we don't remember, but they come up when they're triggered with incoming information. So if you assess what's coming in, it's connecting to the existing memory, and it's hitting up your memory, your emotion, and then your feelings feed into your emotions. You don't you want to express feelings, your emotions, but you don't want to be in your feelings. See, what happens is that a lot of people are in their feelings because they have not dealt with that existing memory. That's just a memory that was toxic. See, I recommend that if your memory, you have a positive memory, has a good fundamental balance or base, then you build upon that memory. You become congruent with that memory. I also advise that if the existing memory is negative, deal with the memory. Do everything incongruent, opposed to the existing memory that's negative, with new type of incoming information that makes a better foundation. Now, if you got a better foundation that cleans up that creates flower bed upon that dirt, then that thought will connect to emotion of sunshine, and you will feel happy. And happiness will go into that emotion, which create a sunshiny disposition and will create a better state of mind. Less complaining. All right. All right. All right. Repeat that saying you add. Okay. If you repeat that saying, your attitude can determine your altitude and latitude. I see nothing about latitude. That's you. I said. I said your attitude is a determination of your altitude, how high you go or how low you go, because it's how you see things, and how you position. How it's not necessarily how you see things, because you see things, you be counting more so into your feelings, but it's how you position yourself to see things. Because I can close my eyes and I position myself to see roses, and I see roses, but I'm not in my feelings. I'm in my position. I position myself from the get go. It's dark, but I see roses. So I see roses. But if I'm looking, I don't see the roses. Now I start panicking. You have to position. It's all about position. Look at your attitude and you adjust based on your attitude, not based on your externals. Because if you adjust based on your externals, you go crazy. That will give you a ticked off attitude, a bad disposition. And then you will always be complaining. And nobody ever want to be around a person always complaining. All right. Some people believe that you have to hit rock bottom first, then you can improve yourself. More power to them. I don't think I hit rock bottom, because that takes too much time. That takes too much time to get back up. However, some people have to hit rock bottom because they're too hard headed to receive anything upright. That's what I think. I said some people, no matter what people tell them, unless they experience for themselves natural consequences, they won't get it. They won't understand, or they don't want to understand. They want to do what they want to do until they hit rock bottom, and then it's like that jailhouse mentality. Oh, they found jailhouse religion. They found jailhouse religion. And then they find Jesus. Then they come out. They left Jesus in jail. They don't know nothing about him no more because they're free. Yeah, and some people. Yeah, you're right. Some people are hard headed. Some people just want to do what they want to do. Some people think they're invincible. Some people think there's no end, but there's an end. But the thing is, will your beginning matter in the end? Will the line in between before and after, born at the end, would that mean anything? Yeah, that's the thing. Would it mean anything? Now, Phil, you actually could have put an avatar on the screen. You could have put an avatar on the screen. You got the link. You could have put a piece of paper on the screen I came on, but you didn't. That's all right. All right. Okay. So I need a haircut too. I'm gonna edit this part. All right. I gotta cancel this. All right. Okay. All right, journeymen, journeywomen, and Phil. All right. I gave the update. I gave the recap. The recap talked about attitude and determination one's altitude. And so we all need to adjust the attitude, especially during this pandemic and coming in the end of the pandemic, but going to a new year. But going to a new year, we're starting with a new president and we're starting with a new situation because the pandemic should, with the, because they got the serum ready and people are coming to themselves, hopefully. But it's New Year, so we get a chance to adjust how we see things because this year has adjusted how we have perceived things. And we all know nothing's promised. But enjoy what you actually already have and keep pushing on. And so that's why I'm doing a video this Friday dealing with fears. False evidence appearing real. That's all I'm gonna give you. A lot of times we walk in fear and don't need to walk in fear. It's the fear we create. But we'll talk about that Friday. And that's my update. And had a good Q&A with Phil. And for the replay and for the live audience, I want you to remember this. Every day you get vertical, make it your goal in life to move forward. And don't worry, don't move back. Please don't do it. Don't do it. And if you find any value in this content, go ahead, give me a thumbs down. Give me a thumb. Don't do a thumbs down. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. And by clicking subscribe, you help join me in making a better tomorrow today. So go ahead and hit that bell. Hit that bell up there, so you can see upcoming events and new videos. And share, comment if there's anything that you'd like me to address and talk about. Comment and talk about this video as well, and share the content if it's made any valuable to you, if it's been valuable to you in any extent. And if you need any other further services, I do have a practice. I have a link down below in the comment section. You can check out my website and then we can talk further. All right, journeymen, journeywomen, peace and blessing. This is Dr. D.